Welcome to today's literacy tutorial. Our learning objective is to know what modifying adjectives and nouns are and how we use these. What an amazing picture. Look at how that simple noun phrase, a cow, can be made so much more interesting. A round-bellied, inquisitive cow. That certainly looks like an inquisitive, curious cow. We need to ask the question, what are modifiers? Modifiers are words that are used in a noun phrase to make it more specific. Modifiers are words that give added meaning. Modifying nouns, well, they're nouns that are used to add further information to a simple noun phrase. And modifying adjectives are modifiers because they are used to better describe nouns. They give further details about a noun. Let's see these in practice. What can you see? I can see an owl. I'm going to add a modifying noun to the simple noun phrase. I'm going to add the noun barn, a barn owl. Next, I'm going to improve the meaning further by adding modifying adjectives. I can say a kind, graceful barn owl. Let me show you another example. I'm going to add modifiers to a simple noun phrase. The simple noun phrase is a teacher. Adding the noun to modify, he's a maths teacher. And now I'm adding even further information by modifying with adjectives. A helpful, friendly maths teacher. Let's look at another example. Here we have a house. I can improve the meaning by adding a noun modifier. A country house. This time I'm going to add adjectives to modify the phrase. A derelict old country house. Modifiers improve a simple noun phrase to something more. Here's a simple noun phrase. Can you think how you would add modifiers, nouns and adjectives to improve the simple phrase? You might have said 2 pine trees. 2 towering, spindly pine trees. Can you have a go at writing your own noun phrase? Start with a simple noun phrase and add modifiers to improve the meaning for a reader. Pause the video now and have a think. I wonder how you got on. Here's my example. I began with an eagle and I improved this by adding a noun modifier, an American eagle. Next, I added modifying adjectives and my final phrase became an intimidating, predatory American eagle. Let's deepen our understanding of the learning objective by completing a few more challenges. Your challenge is to identify the noun phrase in each of the sentences and phrases below. As normal, pause the video and have a think. Well, let's see how you got on. Your next challenge is to match each modifier to the most suitable noun in the sentence below. This is something we need to think carefully about. It's very important that we don't just add words willy-nilly to sentences. We need to choose our modifying nouns and our modifying adjectives to improve meaning. The 3 modifiers are huge, excited and birthday. Pause the video now and work out where they would best be placed in the sentence. Let's see how you got on. The excited children ate the birthday cake quickly so that they could have more time on the huge trampoline. Read the sentence below and identify the 3 modifiers. Pause the video now and find them. Did you notice that both adjective and noun modifiers have been used? Elegant and wide are adjectives, whereas mountain and female are nouns. Here's another challenge. Which sentence contains a modifier? Pause the video now and have a think about that one. Did you notice it was sentence A, the sleepy office worker? Now that we can identify modifying nouns and adjectives, it's important that we take time to think about the added value they give to sentences. What does the underlined modifier tell us about the sentence? Pause the video and try to explain the benefit of using that modifier in the sentence. The modifier is efficient, and using that word efficient tells us just how good the nurse is at their job. It's making the noun phrase emergency nurse more specific. Here's another one to think about. How would including the word interesting to describe the book modify the meaning of the sentence? After reading a chapter of his book, Riley paused to think for a while, then put the book down. Pause the video now and think how interesting would improve that sentence. Let's see how you got on. Well, there's various possible answers. The word interesting shows us why Riley paused to think about it. Without the word interesting, well, could Riley pause because he was bored? Because the book was dull? The modifier improves the meaning of the sentence. I want you to improve the sentence below by adding 2 modifiers. You may choose to use modifying nouns or modifying adjectives. Pause the video and write out the sentence. Well, there's various possible answers using 2 modifiers, but here's my example. On Fridays, the extended family come over to my house and we all have a takeaway meal together. Brooke says, I could add the modifier short to describe the high chair. Well, let's read the sentence. The high chair which the baby was sitting in was decorated with pictures of rabbits and teddies and looked adorable. Is Brooke correct? Could we use the modifier short to describe the high chair? Have a think about that and try to explain your answer. I disagree with her. I think Brooke is not correct because a high chair wouldn't be described as short. It's really important that we consider the modifiers we use in a sentence. The reason we're putting them into the sentence is to improve meaning. Before I finish recording today's tutorial, let's just reflect on our learning objective. Our learning objective was to know modifying adjectives and nouns. Having worked through all of those examples, I know that you're ready to complete your independent task. Good luck!